Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 6th of December for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you the overview of the big influences of this week, but please stay with me because then I'll dive deep and in forensic detail give you each of the 12 zodiac sign forecasts. So this week begins with the Sun and Mercury still in the expansive sign of Sagittarius, and the energy of last week's total solar eclipse in Sagittarius is still reverberating around our situations in a very potent way. This gives us the desire to break out, be free, be independent, be a bit more physically active, or research things, download extra knowledge. Very exciting stuff. But the Sun and Neptune are going to be squared by the dreamy and sometimes deceptive energies of Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So that's house 12, and the Sun and Mercury are in house 9. You know that old saying of fact being stranger than fiction? I think that's one that we can bear in mind this week, because things that we might ordinarily shrug off can seem that much more aggravating and get under our skin, or someone could make a drama out of something that really doesn't deserve that level of energy. But there are some really super influences this week too, not least the fact that Mars is forging a stunning link with Venus and Pluto, and that's really going to come up to the boil on Saturday when Venus becomes exact in its conjunction with Pluto. It's going to be repeated on Christmas Day. The reason for that is that Venus goes into a retrograde on the 19th of December. So something to do with a financial or business matter that's going in a progressive direction could really gain traction this week very helpfully. Maybe it's a fated relationship that's also gaining extra energy and dynamism. This could even have a sexual component to it if there is someone that you're strongly drawn to who's very charismatic and has quite an intense aura about them. After all, Mars and Pluto are the rulers jointly of the sign of Scorpio, so we should expect a degree of intensity from that. But also Jupiter is in a right angle with Mars too this week. I think this can actually be a lot better. It's just suggesting that perhaps we're not over optimistic with our resources. Mars in the 8th house is about the longer term financial situation. Jupiter's in the friendly sign of Aquarius. So we might decide to go out and have a jolly good time with a group of people, if it's allowed, wherever you are, and it could turn out to be fun, but also perhaps a little excessive on the enjoyment side of things. But as the week draws to a close, there is a quarter moon in Pisces, very close to Neptune, and that sense that things are kind of really hypersensitive is really going to be emphasised. So if we can, we need to fact check things in a big way this week. Even our own stories can start going off at tangents. We can feed them with our imaginations in quite a destructive way if we let them. But also this could be a great week for tuning into our dreams, our night dreams, and really gaining some solace from meditation or anything that's peaceful or to do with healing. And we could find ourselves becoming really wrapped by one strand of that. So an exciting week, a week when we still want to change things up, be a bit freer spirited, but we just need to be aware of the more subconscious or psychological influences of Neptune, which can distort our reality. Now, please stay with me for your in-depth forecast, but if you are new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. This means every time I launch a video, you'll get an alert. Also, if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, you can do by signing up on the subscription link beneath this video, totally free. And also with year 2022 literally just around the celestial corner, if you've yet to get your forecast for next year based on your time, date and place of birth, please see my special offer below. You can get the rest of this year free, what's left, and also you can get a character analysis and 30% off. And this is going to see you embrace more serious astrology, rise above your zodiac sign forecast, and give you real gripping insights into what the next year holds. Hello Leo, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 6th of December. The Sun and Mercury continue to sparkle in the most charismatic part of your situation, other than when they would be in your own sign. The 5th house is where we can be demonstrative. It's very Leonian. It gives you the opportunity to showcase what makes you special. But there is energy from Neptune in your 8th house. This is where we're most invested. If there's a love relationship or someone you're attracted to who really makes your pulse race, but you're not quite sure about them, it just all seems a little bit shimmering and there's some uncertainty in it, then just proceed with a degree of caution, because the total solar eclipse last week is really giving you a lot of sort of drive and a lot of passion, but it needs to be invested in a person who's worthy of your warmth and affection. Now there is, in a more practical dimension, a great link between Mars in your sector of the 4th house, very much to do with home, and Venus and Pluto in the 6th house of everyday structure. So if you are reshaping something, working from home with a creative venture, then that could do very well. The quarter moon that comes at the end of this week, however, just could see feeling perhaps a little bit insecure. The moon in the 8th house conjunct Neptune may make you feel a little bit uncertain about something you have to transition through in your life. Something may need to change, whether it's practical or creative or romantic. And if you feel a little overwhelmed by that, it would be understandable. But by the end of the following week, clarity really will have dawned.